Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Caitlin with the Crystal Sun Moon Tarot. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. I love to have you guys. I love seeing you. I hope that if you landed here, you find something that resonates within you in this reading. I hope that you get at least one message. Not everything will resonate with everybody. It is a general reading, so take what resonates as usual. And to my returning subscribers, hi guys. I love to have you. I love hearing you in the comments. I love reading your little stories that you tell me about you and your twins and things that you're experiencing. I love it so much. So first things first, my little angel back here, I just want to address her. If you want to hear the story about her, check out my Divine Masculine reading. In the intro, I do tell the story about how I came about her this past weekend. And it was very beautiful and magical, and just it was a very much needed reminder for myself on my journey, because it was a sign from my grandmother, who is passed over and was actually one of the first ones to come through to me when I had my spiritual awakening. She and my grandfather both came to me first, and check out that if you want to hear a little story about that. But yes, so I am splitting my twin flame readings into the masculine reading and the feminine reading. I just want to shorten the videos so that people, have what they want to have. You can watch the feminine, you can watch the masculine, you can watch both. As far as union energies, I have not decided how I want to do the union energy check-ins quite yet. But as of right now, feminine, masculine, I'm really feeling they're going into their own journeys. They're kind of really coming into their own and not really as focused, because I just did a masculine reading, and so I'm feeling, and with that reading, wow, check it out, guys. Honestly, the masculine is making strides for sure, and if you're a masculine that's cross-watching this, checking on your feminine, you should definitely check that out if you have not. Absolutely, because you're doing fantastic. If it resonates with you, of course, always my little disclaimer, if it resonates with you. But yes, also I will be creating an Instagram for my channel, actually. Just posting things on there, figuring it out, kind of going about it one thing or another. As I was setting up this reading, it came to me, I'm like, why haven't I done that yet? Why haven't I not done that yet? So it just came to me, it's time to do it. Let's do it. Let's set it up. Let's get it going on Instagram, let's get going on Instagram. But yes, so, as always, I am using the, Tarot de la Nuit. This is the tarot box. For the feminine energies, I absolutely love this deck. I adore it. I was immediately drawn to it when I first found it. 100% one of my favorite tarot decks, for sure. I have 3 tarot and a lot of my other oracles, but this is definitely my feminine deck. So let's get straight into it, guys. I want 3 cards for Divine Feminine's headspace and heart space. And then we'll pull a couple oracle cards of whatever I feel drawn to, like in the Divine Masculine reading. I only drew from one deck, because I only drew 2 cards from one deck to end it, because I felt like that was all we needed. It really it didn't need any more explanation. It just kind of summed it up, a little advice from the goddesses for the masculine to tap into the feminine side and everything. And yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. So feminines, let's see what's going on with y'all. I personally have had my tower experience Sunday. That was a big thing. I had a tower moment for myself. And the next day, Monday, yesterday, my angel popped into my life from my grandmother, and it was so needed, and it was beautiful, and it was just confirmation to myself that, just a little confirmation, because for a while there I was the Empress. Wow. You guys. The Empress. I honestly don't even know if I want any other cards for, I don't even know if I want any other cards. Wow. The Empress. This is the Divine Feminine in the tarot deck. She is a abundant, beautiful, gorgeous, smart, intellectual, caring, compassionate, strong, just the divine feminine in her birthright. And it's such a beautiful energy. I love this. Like, she's so just relaxed in herself. Like, she can just take a nap. You know, she's like, I'm good. I know who I am. Like, I'm just gonna take a nap. Like, I'm just gonna doze, close my eyes a little bit. Like, nothing's gonna happen. Everything's all good. I'm sitting pretty on my throne. See? She is, though. She's sitting on her throne. She's like, you know what? This is comfy. I am comfy on my throne. I'm taking a nap. But, oh man, that's so beautiful, feminines, in your headspace. Like, you really are, like, embodying. Honestly, that's not your headspace, though. The way it flew out, like, that's coming across. It's really coming across as, like, overall energy of just, like, this energy. It's like, it's coming off. It's almost like a subtle. I'm feeling like a subtle, like, energy of, like, people can't quite put their finger on it about you. Like, something has definitely changed. They can't quite put their finger on it, though. You know, because it's like, you know, she's not awake, really. You know, it's kind of like, you know, her eyes are set. She's docile. She's low-key. And it's like, people can't put their finger on it of why you kind of have this different, you're different. That's all I'm getting is just like, you're different. And people are picking up on it. Like, people are definitely picking up on this energy because it's a subtle, delicate energy that at the same time has like there's just power behind it. It's like a child, you know, and then like right behind the child is a big burly just like bodyguard, you know, but you're focused on the child. The child is like, you know, the child's the innocence, that like cuteness that you don't expect, and then like, you know, there's this underlying power standing like right there, you know, and it's like, you're a little confused, honestly. Like, some people can be like a little confused by it because it's such an interesting like mix, you know. It's such an interesting combination that people are probably confused about, like, you know, kind of the changes they're seeing within you. I don't want those. Now I do want the 3 for the headspace stale spirit. I'm taking that as your overall energy, feminines, because that's what it's coming to me as, is just you're scaring some people. Honestly, you're kind of scaring some people. 7 is energy, and it's not in a bad way that you're scaring them. It's just that it's different for you, and honestly, I feel like the people closest to you don't understand how to address it. They don't know how to deal with it, if that makes sense, because in their minds it feels like they're dealing with it, whatever. But it's just, you know, it's another change, and you know, it's a change for the better for yourself. And the Queen of Swords popped out. That is air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And that could also be, no, not gonna say it. No, they told me to not say it. I want 2 more, please, Spirit, for my feminines. 2 more, please, Spirit, for my feminine's headspace. But the Queen of Swords in her headspace, I'm getting, this is not a Queen of Swords that is bitchy or icy. This is a Queen of Swords that is decisive. I'm really feeling that red in there and that pink, you see? Oh, my stupid, hold on. I have to like re-plug in my charger, because while I record I have the charger on it so my phone just doesn't die, because I don't know how long these readings are going to take, and it's like this accessory may not be supported and stupid stuff like that. So anyway, back to this. Okay, thanks. I'm really feeling the red in this. I'm really feeling that, you know, you see like the flames are right back there behind her, they're lit. Like, I'm feeling this Queen of Swords is warm. I'm feeling the warmness coming off this Queen of Swords, this like the more feminine, motherly type energy from this Queen of Swords, that like she's a motherly Queen of Swords. I'm trying to think of a good example. It's like the mom that has a sharp tongue. If you guys have Hispanic parents, you know what I mean. They got a sharp tongue, but oh my God, are they warm? Oh my God, are they loving? You know, 1 second they could, you know, cut you open with their words, and I'm really feeling it's words. But at the same time, they could turn around and just be so warm and loving. And I'm really feeling that you guys are kind of in this, or maybe this could be, this for some of you, I'm feeling this is another person. This could also be your mother, for some of you guys. But I'm feeling that for the majority, it's the feminine coming into that like more soft Queen of Swords, because for a while she's been in the Queen of Swords energy of being, oh, we have a match. We have the King of Swords. Same, oh my gosh. Wow, so like I was saying with coming into the balance, I think that's all I want. Yeah, that's all I want for their headspace. That really says it all, feminines. You have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. This is counterparts. Maybe you are thinking about your masculine. Maybe you're seeing your masculine. Some of you guys are seeing him as this, not queen. Could be the Queen of Swords, yes. Some of you guys, you could be seeing your masculine as a Queen of Swords because, as I say, energy is gender neutral. Feminines, you could be a male feminine. You could be a masculine feminine. Female feminine. You know that, you guys know what I mean. It's gender neutral when it comes to the energies. It's just however it comes across. Whichever one. Switch the energies, doesn't matter. It's however it comes across to you. And of course, if you know tarot and you see this and you're like, I'm not getting that at all from this, I'm picking up this, take what resonates with you. Take your thoughts. You know, it's your message. You know, it doesn't matter what I say. If you're getting a different message, then it's your message. But that's what I'm feeling, is that this is coming back to the Empress as the overall energy of just being in this energy of the divine feminine, because the divine feminine in her true full power has the balance within herself of her masculine and her feminine side. And that's what I'm feeling from this, is that this is a very warm, feminine Queen of Swords, and this is a very, honestly, a little cooler, more logical, calm King of Swords. And in the headspace, I'm feeling the feminine is really embodying both of these in her headspace of just, also, swords are thoughts. And in fact that it's showing up in the headspace is telling me that you're being very, feminine, you're being very, you're not being as harsh with your thoughts, because in previous readings, we did have the Queen of Swords coming across as a little harsher, a little colder, but with these two, I'm really getting that the feminine has switched. The feminine has, you know, been like, I need to get out of that negative, bad Queen of Swords energy, and I need to move, you know, I need to figure things out. I need to be less cold, more warm. I need to warm up more to myself, feminines, to yourself. Warm to yourself. Love yourself, you know, but also being more masculine, still being logical, you know, and just having that balance within yourselves, feminine. I love that. Wow. It's a great energy to be in, honestly. It's, I'm really getting like, it's very like yin and yang. It's just so well balanced. God. All right, 3 for the heart space, please, Spirit. That's not how many I want to. Oh God. Okay. The thing is that my cards like to do that to me. We'll just jump out in chunks. No, it's too many. Okay. 3, please, Spirit, for the. It's 2. I want them. Oh my God. We have the Fool and the High Priestess in her heart space. Oh my God, those are both major arcana cards also. Wow, feminines. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. And guys, go back and watch the masculines reading, because in the masculine's heart space was the Hierophant, was the High Priest. And here in the feminine's heart space is the High Priestess. This is the counterpart to the High Priest. This is, when it comes to like spirituality, and this is the feminine counterpart to the High Priest. I mean, I really, whew, okay, let me bring it back down a bit, okay? Ooh, cause like my last twin flame reading, I got really hyped, y'all. It was hyped. So with this, I'm trying to remain a little calmer, but still staying true to myself, cause I'm an extrovert. That's the truth. But with the High Priest, she is, wow, smart. She is intuitive. She knows what she wants. I just looked at the moon shining, like that moonbeam shining right down on her. And this Saturday, December 22nd, is the full moon in Cancer. Cancer, you know, the moon also rules Cancer, and it's going to be at 0 degrees Cancer. It is going to be home. That is why it's a big portal, especially for the Twin Flame Collective, you know, masculine and feminine energies. It's a big portal, big shift. And I'm feeling so much for the feminine with this right now. You know, none of the rest of them have any moons or anything, but I'm really feeling that moonbeam shining right down on her. And the moon is also the feminine energy. It is the divine feminine energy. And it is just coming through as like the enlightenment, you know? Just absolutely beautiful, like finding that balance within yourself. And with it coming out with the Fool card. The Fool is new beginnings. The Fool is like, to me, the Fool is like innocent new beginnings. And the downside can be that you can tend to have rose-colored glasses on when the Fool happens. You know that if you guys are familiar with the original Rider-Waite style, the original depiction of Fool is like on the edge. He's holding a white rose, symbolizing the innocence of the Fool, symbolizing, you know, the willingness to try new things. You know, he's also walking on the edge of a cliff. So it's very much like finding that balance, and it can be a naive energy. So just be careful of that. I'm not feeling that you're in that energy, but for some of you, I feel like you just need a reminder to be careful of that. Don't let yourself be too naive. Don't let yourself follow your heart blindly. You know, don't let this power, because with these both being major arcana in your heart space, but in your head space, you have minor arcana. These are still, you know, the King, Queen of Swords are still court cards. Yes, they're a little more, they have a more powerful vibration, honestly, than the other, you know, like, you know, Ace to 10 within the suits. But they're still minor arcana. They're not major arcana, and that's why I feel like there's like a little bit of like energetic imbalance going on within the headspace and heart space. So some feminines, you guys might be a little too much into your heart space. Don't let it get a hold of you. Don't let your feelings, don't let your heart cloud your judgment. Don't let your heart cloud that clarity that you're getting from your Queen of Swords and your King of Swords. Don't let that cloud it, you know, because you know in your head, you know the right way, you found the balance, and you're really working hard to maintain that balance, to stay in that Empress energy, because this has allowed you to go into the Empress energy. And also the High Priestess is the divine feminine in the 5D. And so as far as spirituality and on her journey, she's becoming very enlightened. She's doing research. She's very much just like, some of you are really stepping into your life purpose. Like, some of you guys are really stepping into your life purpose. You're just, you know, you let that moon just saturate you. You've just let the moonbeams, you let the power of the moon, the feminine power saturate you. You've allowed it to come in. You've surrendered. And that's why you're in this Empress energy coming up. It's not powerful Empress, but you're coming into that energy. And that's what's allowed you to do that, is to surrender to it. And you've done the work, feminine. You have done the work. You are the Queen and the King of Swords. You are the masculine and the feminine. You found this balance within yourself, but understand that the balance is not always going to be balanced. It will tip one way or the other throughout your life. It's just the nature of it. It's just the nature of, you know, energies. And, you know, we're human. We experience things. Our energy shifts from it. You know, we have different tower moments because maybe we're supposed to experience that now. You know, you can't have happiness without the pain. You can't have, you know, can't have that happiness without loss. You can't appreciate what you have without loss. You know, having that attitude of gratitude. So I'm really feeling that this is more with the Fool card here, a reminder to not let yourself be too foolish with your heart still. Stay a little more in the Empress. Find the balance between the Empress and the Fool. I mean, not the Empress and the Fool. The High Priestess and the Fool. Find that balance between the two. because the Fool, if you get too much into the Fool energy, it can cause you to make mistakes, you know, that the High Priestess would have caught. So be careful with this, because this is a great energy to be in for new beginnings, new love, especially in your heart space, being open to new love, you know, after you've done the healing. It's like, yes, I am open, I'm abundant, I am love, I am full, your heart chakra is blooming. But it can be an energy of naivety. It's exactly what it is. It can be an energy of naivety. And do not let yourself get taken over by that. Stay in your stay on your throne of being the High Priestess and being the Empress. It's also number 2, number 3. So you guys, just really, that's what I'm getting for you feminines. And oh, I love that. Excuse me, guys. Okay. I do want to pull oracle cards. Don't know what I'm guided to yet. I'm looking at my cards, so give me a second. I'm really feeling my romance angels. So I'm gonna grab these. This is my Romance Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. So we're gonna get a couple for the feminine. So yes, feminines, really just be careful about that Fool energy. I love it. I love it because the Fool and the High Priestess really balance each other out. Because the High Priestess, if the dark side of the High Priestess is honestly like a little arrogance, a little cattiness, you know. If you're too much in the High Priestess, to be honest, it can make you a little arrogant, you know. If you, it can it's an energy that can easily bring in your ego. It's exactly what it is. It can easily bring in your ego, and you've done so much work to get your ego in check. So for you guys that's resonating for, be careful of that. If you're too much into your High Priestess, be a little more in the Fool. But if you're too much in the Fool, be a little more in the High Priestess. Because in your head, you've got that balance of the masculine, the feminine, the queen, and the king. But in your heart, you're still working on that balance yourself. And you gotta allow yourself to work on that balance and just be aware of it is the biggest thing. Just be aware of where your energy is going, and use discernment. That's the best word. Use discernment. Ooh, and we have, as I say that, pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So like I was saying, pay attention to those red flags. If you're too much into the Fool or too much into the High Priestess, it's going to block that energy because you're being too stuck in one or the other, and you're not allowing it to flow as much. You're not allowing the energy to flow like it is. Like if you're hanging on too much into your High Priestess, you know, being too like, this is who I am, and you know, then you're gonna block it. It's gonna be a blockage. You know, you're gonna block any love that you want to come in. You're gonna block any what's the word I'm looking for? Any advancement that you want with your masculine, you're going to block it if you don't find the right balance, or you're too stuck in one energy. You have to let your energies flow. You have to let it flow. You know, you have to feel it to heal it. You have to let your emotions run, you know. And that's one thing I learned, is that I can't, you know, I got into this one energy of like being so comfortable, being at peace, that it was really hard to actually come out of that, to heal some other stuff that was coming up to me. And so I had to physically like allow myself to release stuff that was coming up, you know. Jeez Louise. All right, I'm gonna cut this in half. Let me go one more card. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. What did I say? Releasing those blockages, releasing that at the bottom of the deck, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Exactly. Allow it to unfold naturally. Remember to stay in that vibration and energy of surrendering. Remember to stay in that vibration and energy of allowing the universe to work with you. This is also came in with the masculine's reading too. Allowing the universe to stay with him. He's learning. The masculine's learning that with the Empress being here and the High Priestess and just this whole reading with the feminine. The feminine knows that, but it is still something that's maintained. It's not perfect. You know, you still have to maintain that balance. You know, it's another thing in life that we just got to maintain, you know, like a car or a lawn or a house or whatever. We got to maintain it. And wow, we are at 25 minutes and I want my Halloween Oracle deck. Oh, also brand new added to my collection is my Black Obsidian. So added to the crystal collection over here at the Crystal Sun and Moon Tarot. Honestly, for me, having my channel being called the Crystal Sun Moon Tarot, I should have more crystals. So if anybody that actually knows me in real life is watching, hint hint. Yeah, but I want some of my Halloween. This is my Halloween Oracle deck by Stacey DeMarco, by the way. Gonna split that. Let's get a couple cards, Spirit. Give me a couple cards for my feminines. What do they need to know from you, Spirit, please? This is my first Oracle deck also, and I freaking love it so much. It's such a great deck. Alright, come on, Spirit. No! You know, I'm gonna take these two that are face down, but the ones that are face up, I do not want. No, thank you, Spirit. But, no, thank you, Spirit, for the chunky one, but thank you, Spirit, for these ones. Ooh, we got Cauldron, Synergy and Healing, and Skeleton Strength. So, you guys, this is amazing. I'm gonna move that deck. One sec. Alright, I'm just gonna scoot it. Good enough. Whatever. Yeah, it's good enough. Yeah. Wow. Synergy and healing, it's exactly what it is. With a cauldron, some of you guys might have a little too much. Some of you guys might have, I'm getting, you put too many potatoes in the stew. If that makes sense. Some of you guys just got too many potatoes in the pot. You gotta take some out. You know, some of you guys might, be a little stressed about, some outside situations, to be honest. You know, and some of you guys, it might come in the form of a tower moment. It's just coming to me like that, but it's really coming to me. This is saying, like, don't overburden yourself, you know? Do not overburden yourself. Take weight off. Take some of that weight off of yourself, whether it be, you know, that some of you guys are still, maybe the headspace didn't resonate with you. You're like, I am not in that. I am a mess in my head. Start by taking things off your plate. You know, taking some potatoes out of the pot. You know, oh man. The phrase that just came to me is from Julie and Julia. Don't crowd the mushrooms. Don't crowd the mushrooms. You know, and that's exactly what this is saying. Don't crowd yourself with this stuff. Don't crowd yourself, especially with the 3D stuff. You know, that 3D crap, you know, that comes into everyday life, bills, this, that, whatever it is, rent, gas, kids, you know, all that stuff is very important, yes, but don't internalize it is what I'm getting. Don't internalize it. For you guys that really needed to hear that, don't internalize it. And with skeleton right here, strength, I love this so much. This is really coming up to me as you got this strength. This is your guide saying you got it. Like, the strength is literally inside you. What you need is already inside you. All right? So with this entire reading, it's emphasizing. It's emphasizing that you have what you need. Like with the High Priest right here, you're the High Priestess and you're the Empress. Like, you have what you need. You know what you need to do. And it just came to me, just go. They just said, just go. Like, you know what you need to do. Now go. All right. So feminines, that was a beautiful reading. I absolutely love that. As always, if you guys are brand new, like, comment, share, subscribe. And also, if you are subscribed, like, comment, share, subscribe. I love you guys. Yes, and I will see you guys later. Don't forget to follow me on Insta when I post about that. All right. Bye, guys. Blessed be. Namaste.